Are we live?
This is what you were just talking about with the phones. Look at this.
Well, normally we just. Oh, hey, all right. Yeah. I was paying attention the whole time, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Daddy Issues.
Yeah.
We're back once again, man. We got a guest, though.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
You good?
Yeah, I kind of was.
It's a damn phone, man. We got a guest. We got Erik Rivera in the house.
Erik is in the building.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, no, thanks for having me. Gets me out of the house, man.
Yeah.
From your children, huh?
Yeah, got the sitter, set it up, and got to walk out.
Yeah.
Well, I thought yours were in school.
Well, the oldest one is in first grade right now. The little one doesn't start preschool till next week.
Oh.
So I still got one more week.
So for those that don't know, you got two kids.
2 boys, 6 and 3.
Okay, the
Yeah.
two boys squad.
That's
right
what I
here.
heard.
It's the two boys show.
We only make boys here.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep. Good old leaving you behind boys. Yes. And so you say kindergarten,
First grade,
first grade.
and then the other one's about to start preschool.
Oh, preschool. Okay. So they're
6 and 3.
6 and 3. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. A little wider gap than me,
Yeah.
but still close enough to.
Well, because after the first one, we weren't 100% sure we were gonna go again.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work.
I mean,
It's a lot of work.
yeah.
And then
Put in that raw.
and then
You know what I'm
and then we
That
start
no pull-out.
talking, and then it was like we're not trying, but we're not trying.
Right.
See what happens.
What happens, happens.
What makes me laugh because I'm like, I got Latino swimmers. We're gonna make
Yeah,
this.
you know.
She's like, no, we don't know. I was like, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
The no urgency pull out. Be like, I mean, you know, and then you just whatever happens, happens. All right, sorry, you got in there, you know.
Which is weird when you think about it, because it's actually really hard to get pregnant.
Oh yeah, I like
Is
on.
it?
It's like hard, but like
I like telling it. Is it?
Is it?
because with us it was like as soon as I was like, yeah, I'm not trying, but pregnant.
Yeah.
And then the next time, like as soon as she stopped breastfeeding, pregnant. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, why are we doing this so easy? And it's so hard, like statistically.
Well, I've seen her friends. Well, let me preface. My wife is white, so all her friends had like the app, like telling them when their cycles are, and like really trying to plan it out.
Yeah.
And had trouble doing it, and we would just. I was like, nah, that's the one right there.
Yeah, you just gotta have a good time in there.
Yeah.
You get pregnant. People who make
Yeah.
it a job, you're not gonna have no baby.
Mhm.
If you just in there trying to just get off,
Yeah.
here comes the child.
So there you go. That's the tip of the day. Just have fun.
They
in there.
swim differently when you're in there forcing it and all in your
Exactly.
head. And
Yeah.
like, all right, it's business.
Too much pressure for the
The
swimmers.
business, you know, the business swimmers.
Yeah.
Like look at people who are
That's sad.
training to swim for like the Olympics and versus people at a water park.
Right.
People at the water park are having a great time.
Mhm.
The same thing in your balls.
Yeah.
They just when they having a great time, kids come.
There you go.
That's what happens.
It's happen, man. That is true. Like when people are planning, they be like, we trying.
You stressing yourself
When you ain't
out.
trying though.
Yeah. That's
7 kids, 18 pregnancies.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. So we weren't actively trying, and then we got the 2 boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One more or no?
Now I think we're done.
Done.
Yeah.
Two and
Two's a
out.
good. Two's a
Two
good
is
number.
great.
Two's a good number. They play together. They're
Mhm.
gonna grow up together. The more is just too much extra work.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do. Like I've seen those families 4, 5, 6 kids. I'm like, why? Why are you
Mhm.
doing this to yourself?
And I feel like those numbers are winding down, man.
Oh yeah.
People are like scaling it back, especially bringing them into this setup.
Right.
With no air.
We might not be around much longer. You know what I mean? You bringing the kids, setting them up to fail. They come out.
Total recall.
Yeah.
Out the womb.
Boom. Yeah, it's creepy, man. So kindergarten. I remember kindergarten like it was. I don't know why I remember kindergarten so vividly.
I don't.
Like I remember it well. I remember my teacher. My mom didn't like her because she yelled at me because I rocked in line. Like when I
What?
stood in line, I rocked like this. Like
Oh.
I never stood still, so I would just be like this. And she was like, "Stand still," and I was like, "I can't, I couldn't." And she got on me about it. I told my mom. My mom went up there and cussed her out.
Why she care if you still standing? It ain't like you bothering other kids.
Yeah, it was just that was my mom's point. Like and I was trying. I just didn't. I
Who
needed
cares?
to move. It was like a nervous energy.
Right.
Like, I don't want to just be. And so she got on me. Mom went up there. I think I peed on myself in kindergarten too.
Did you?
In class, because I remember them I had to sit in it was like hamster cage shavings for a little bit. It was something like that. That's what I remember.
Wait, where'd you go to kindergarten? You were sitting in shavings?
No, it was
They
just
won't
like
let you
they had
move?
to
Were you
sit
in
me
the
on
country?
something. They had to sit me on something because I was wet.
Oh,
And then-
okay.
So it was like these little,
They put him in a litter box.
Yeah.
Man. Move.
Talking about
I remember
embarrassing.
kindergarten. I was in a little crate.
Yeah.
I was
What
in the
kindergarten
wheel
was you
running
at?
in place.
There was a little water bottle just hanging down.
Man.
Where'd Tony go to school?
Yeah,
Wear my
man.
bell, my name tag.
Peed on myself, man, in class. And then, I know people do it all the time, but not in class.
I did it in class.
You did it in class?
yeah, I think
I had the
join me.
meanest teacher. In the
Join
world.
me, guys.
I asked her if I could go, and she was like, "No." She was the evil. Like she used to grab kids by the face, like evil old lady.
So wait, so you peed yourself and they made you sit in the shavings?
just to
dry up.
get it together, because I needed an outfit.
Uh-huh.
They like, oh, we can't have you sit in the regular seat,
Yeah.
pissy,
Yeah.
and I can't be bottomless. So
Yeah.
sit them in the hamster cage
Okay.
shavings.
And then you peed yourself. What happened?
They send you to the office to get a change of clothes.
Uh-huh.
But then my dad came up to school and cussed out the school, not the teacher.
For
not
what?
The principal, the school, because she didn't let me go to the bathroom for one.
Oh, okay.
And two, you put me in these loner clothes. And he was
Right.
like, this is disgusting. Like, I
Right.
don't know where these kids, these clothes. He cussed out everybody. From that day, after he came and cussed out the school, I was allowed to go to the bathroom whenever the hell I wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to ask. I just left.
just
and
left.
no one said a word because he terrified the entire administration. And I was like, that's my dad.
Yeah,
Like-
Pops.
Keon's taking smoke breaks in kindergarten. I need a minute,
I was
y'all.
like, you know what? I'm stressed. I'm out.
So you mean to tell me D comes after C? All right.
See, I peed myself. I want to say it was kindergarten. Like I was running to the bathroom because it was like last minute. Like you playing, you don't want to
Yeah.
stop.
Uh,
And I ran to the bathroom. I didn't make it.
yep.
And I remember looking and going, what am I gonna do? Because I had the wet spot. And I remember turning on the faucet and I was like, I'm gonna wet all the pants, make it one uniform color.
Oh, you pulled Billy Madison.
Yeah, so I just made it all one like wet color.
Yeah.
But of course everybody, cause like I'm back in class and everybody's like, what's that smell?
The
Smell like pee.
pissy smell
Smell
is
like
always
pee.
gonna rear its head.
So the smell didn't even rinse out?
No, I didn't rinse out, but like I had the uniform color. That's all I cared about, because I think I had like khakis on, so I was like, if I could make it all dark brown, no one's gonna notice. But of course, as I'm sitting there, people going, "I smell like pee." I was like, "Yeah, I smell that too."
Yeah.
I'm trying
And
to
it was
blame
you.
other kids. Like, "Man, I think it might be this kid right here, right?"
You blow up the spot. Somebody peed in there. Eric Hush. I'm just saying, man. Somebody's pissing. And it was you the whole
It was
time.
me the whole time.
Why do kids push it to the limit like that, man? They know they have to go, but I'm like, I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, who wants to stop
Let
the
me push
fun?
it to the limit, man.
Nobody wants to stop
The fun is over once you piss yourself.
Man,
They ain't thinking about
The
that.
good times is over.
well, I don't know, cause see, I'm potty training now, the 3-year-old, and he'll pee himself, and he'll just keep playing.
Well, is he
no.
wearing the?
We've been flip flopping from pull ups and underwear because we're
Uh-huh.
trying to get him. We thought, oh, if he wears the underwear and he pees himself, he'll go, oh, I'm ashamed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop.
No,
No.
he's proud,
Yeah.
pissing on himself.
I'm like,
in
dude, you
draws.
peed yourself. He goes, he looks down. He's like, maybe
Yeah.
pee-pee. What are you gonna do?
Man, what
It's
you
like,
want from me?
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
You know
I'm
what
still playing. Yeah.
Man, playing is everything,
Yeah.
man. When was the last time y'all peed yourself? Honestly,
That time.
yeah, I think
that was the last
it,
time
yeah.
you wet yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. I peed myself as a grown man.
Okay.
Yeah, it one of them dreams,
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
First grade, I had one of them dreams.
man. The
I
first
had the
grade.
dream.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Y'all
I-
never had that. in
Well,
the-
he said grown man.
No.
Were you drinking or?
No, it was just I had a dream. I was going to the bathroom
Uh-huh.
and woke up.
I jump up when I have
Oh.
those dreams.
Man,
Like I pop up.
I was like, damn it. Pooping on myself was never my thing.
Right.
But peeing on myself,
I don't think that's anybody's thing.
Yeah.
I love the way you said
people
that.
be pooping on themselves.
Pooping myself wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
Whose thing was
I
that?
wasn't into that.
Yeah.
I know quite a few people that have shit themselves as adults and teens.
I don't know what's happened, but usually it's a shark though. Far they,
Yeah.
I mean, that counts. That's
Yeah.
shitting yourself.
I mean, I ain't did that,
Yeah.
but I get it. It
You know.
happens. I won't fart though if I know if my stomach's too
You can
warm.
feel it, like,
Yeah,
when
I'm
it's
like,
like,
I should hold this.
I remember one time I was early in the comedy and everybody was doing that lemonade diet and there was a bunch of us and
Uh-huh.
I did it with them. I was like day 3 and I was on stage and I was like, oh, I got to fart. And then I was like, oh, nope. And I just I just clenched up,
Yeah.
finished my set and then just, I was like, I got to go.
Sweat starts
Yeah.
coming down.
Man.
It's
I was
getting
like,
hot.
nope. And I had to run straight to the bathroom.
Yeah, when people
Man.
tell me them stories, like I farted, and I was like, how do you? I know the difference.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can feel it. The warmth in the bottom of the stomach. I'm like, this ain't gonna be right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I can't do it.
You get
I
that
gotta
spider
sit there.
tingle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That spidey sense.
But
It
this ain't
doesn't
gonna be
feel
right.
right. Next thing you know, but kids, they just don't have those filters. I
Kids
remember
is just-
everybody being pissy though, like in kindergarten. It was always it's always that one kid that smelled pissy every single day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and
You always had a dirty kid in the class.
always.
Oh yeah, no, there was a couple kids because I volunteered last year in my kids' class in kindergarten, and there was some kids that just smelled of bathroom, and I was like, "This kid's not wiping right."
They come around the corner
Yeah.
pissy.
Hey,
Like,
Mr. Rivera, can you help me? Like, nah, not you.
Not you.
little
You got a
pissy over
scent.
here.
You're beneath me.
Right. Good old man. But I feel like my boys haven't really had that many accidents. Like looking back, like nothing sticks out, especially as they get older and they progress. A few wet in the bed incidents, but
Right.
then after that, the good old wet in the bed.
Yeah.
And I used to wet the bed because sometimes I would sleep with my mom and wet the bed in there.
Uh-huh.
So doubling up on the the carnage. Sorry, Mom. You know what I'm saying? Boy, stay in your bed.
That's when me and Keith stopped sharing. Like we would sometimes like get out of our bed and sleep together.
Yeah.
He peed on me one time, middle of the
man.
night. That was it. That broke our bond. We wasn't friends for like a week after that.
He was
done.
Macaulay Culkin's cousin in Home Alone.
Drinking the Pepsi.
I don't want to sleep with him. He'll wet the bed. He just
The way
looking
he
at-
drunk that Pepsi.
Oh, man.
And
He
then the
was like,
eyebrows, man.
I'm pissing on you. Best believe it, man.
Yeah, we woke up. I was like, why am I wet? He was like,
Mhm.
Wait,
I'm
was he
done.
awake too? Or?
He knew he had peed the bed.
Uh-huh.
And so we woke up wet, and I was like, it wasn't me. He was like,
Nah.
I was like, I'm done.
Uh-huh.
We never shared a bed again.
Man, it's risky, man. Even being in the relationship.
Uh-huh.
If one of y'all have an accident, you both paying the price.
That's the end of the
That's it.
relationship right
Man,
there.
it's like you peed on me.
Yeah.
This is just. It could happen at any moment. Any night it could happen.
It could.
You know what I'm saying? It's
I love
like
that-
having
I
nuclear
love
weapons.
now I'm gonna have this fear in my head every time I go to bed. Like,
Now I'm thinking, has that happened to me? I'm trying to think.
It could happen at any moment, man. You wake up and the bed is extra sweaty. You be like, wait, what? Was it this hot last night?
right?
Some people be getting them sleep sweats though. Like some people just
Some
sweat.
people
Like
are
he
sweaty.
be sweating in his sleep.
Mm.
No matter what the temperature, it could
Oh,
be
yeah.
freezing.
My little
He's
man,
drenched.
he's like a battery.
Yeah.
Like, because he was sick this past week, and so I was like laying with him, and just I could feel the heat radiating off of him, and I was like, oh my god, how does this kid sleep
He
like this?
sweats.
Man, the good old sweaty. I hate the sweaty sleep.
He's
man.
a clammy sleeper.
Oh,
Disgusting.
I've had nights like that. You
Yeah.
wake up just feeling disgusted, salty.
Right.
Sheets
you
is
will.
damp.
Man, it's horrible.
Terrible.
I forgot what I was about to ask you, Eric. It was something about how much did your boys weigh at birth? You remember?
Oh, I don't remember that. I want to say around 8 pounds, both of them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, robust. That's
Yeah.
that's
Mine were
good
both
size.
7, like on the dot.
Seven
Well,
exactly.
Keelan was like 6 and 15, and he was like 7 and like 1. Like,
Right.
It was like they both was like the same size, and I think Keelan was like 2 inches longer.
Okay.
But as like they're growing up, he's thicker than Keelan. He's more athletic. He's thicker. He's faster.
Mm.
He gonna beat the hell out of Keelan in a minute.
That's what. That's how my boys are. Like I was rooting for some kind of sports star in the first one.
Mhm.
It just did not happen. At 6, I've already given up.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over,
you
man. I put him in basketball, thinking okay, because he's got my wife's family's height, not my
Yeah.
height, which is nice.
How tall is she?
My wife's not that tall, but her father's like 6 feet. Her
Okay.
brother's 6 feet. So
Mhm.
like every time he goes to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Oh, for height, he's in the 90th percentile." I'm like, "Damn right he is." I'm like, "Here we go." So I put him in basketball, thinking, "All right, it's maybe some sports ability here." My man sat down on the basketball. He's like, "I'm gonna hatch an egg." I was like, "It's over.
yeah,
It's
that's
over."
it.
I
Yeah.
was like,
You
"I don't
gonna be
think."
the kid
I don't
chasing
thi- yeah.
butterflies in the outfit.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think Baby LeBron ever said that. I was like, you know
Nah.
what? It's over.
Yeah.
But the little one, he's like yours. He's thicker. He's more athletic already, and he's already, putting the hurting on the big one. The big one comes out from the back room. He's just like, he hit me. I'm like, hit him back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I have to stop Keelan some because Keelan he's the sweet kid with the temper.
Uh-huh.
So I'll be like yo because it's either play, and then I'm killing everyone.
Right.
Like he snaps, so I'll be like running in like
Uh-huh.
oh all right, I understand he hit you.
Right.
He's like breathing hard, like frustrated with the flinch. I'm like all right, calm down, serial killer, like relax.
Yeah, man. That used to be me though. Like I would get pissed and just
Mm.
attack,
Uh-huh.
and so it'd be all good until I get hit a little too hard. And then it's the Hulk after that.
Yeah.
You know? I used to attack my brother all the time, man. Every time. My boy Leon, it would be me again. Like we'd be play fighting and get too serious. Me and Leon, man, I remember we used to play fight with the little sticky traps for rats and stuff. You know those little sticky, they get stuck in there and just have a horrible death.
Yeah.
We was playing with those fresh out the package. We weren't using the used ones.
Tony, you got an interesting life. You're
I
sitting
mean,
on
you know what I'm
hamster
saying?
shavings. You're playing with rat traps.
Yeah.
Because they stuck so good. It was like we were like, oh, this is because you know when you
Wait,
playing.
you were sticking it on each other?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Fresh out the package. We ain't care nothing about the chemicals or none of that. We were just like, this is fun. We had a bunch of them. Then, you know, we got in trouble later on because we wasted them. But we had a great time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Did
Because they
it
was
hurt
sticking.
when you?
No. It was just like, you got me. It was like paintball.
Yeah.
You know?
Because
except
we
it
used to
didn't hurt
have
as
those
much.
too. It's so funny because me and my wife grew up different. So for her, like we just moved into this house in Burbank and we had ants.
Oh,
And
you
for
live
her-
in Burbank?
Yeah, I live in
We
Burbank.
neighbors.
So we had ants and it was a thing. Like, oh my God, this is disgusting. I was like, I grew up with roaches and mice. We
Yeah.
had those traps, and I remember as a kid just watching these mice get stuck in these traps and just horrifically trying to get out of them. It's like, ugh. So it's so funny to hear my wife go, oh my God, ants.
Right. Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
I'm like, I've
ants
seen
never
worse.
grossed me out.
No.
They were the easy
They
ones.
was annoying though.
They're annoying
I hated
for sure.
ants because it was
Yeah.
annoying.
'Cause they
I'm like,
ruined
you
the food.
Yeah, you ruined
But as a
everything.
gross out,
No.
never.
Ants, no.
Never.
You can
Yeah,
brush
man.
them off.
Yeah.
They were just super annoying.
In a pinch, if I had to eat a bug, I'd be like, give me these ants. please."
Right.
And then I'd be good. You know what I'm saying? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You know what I'm saying? Ants was cool.
Ants
but-
are just annoying. And they never attacked when you was around.
Right.
You just come in from a family outing and the kitchen's destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just ants
They
everywhere.
always knew.
You
we
could
could
just see a
run
line of
around.
ants.
And it'd be a bunch.
Yeah.
So many.
We was gone for 40 minutes. They
Yeah.
all in there like dancing.
The coast is clear.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that one sent the
Okay,
text
man.
message. All right,
Yeah.
guys, I found it.
Just-
Follow
Imagine
the trail.
Imagine if roaches moved like ants.
Ugh.
Oh,
That would
awful.
be terrifying.
That would be awful.
Like you come home, it's just a line of roaches. Oh my God.
You just have
Filth.
to move.
Oh, you gotta
You have
blow
move.
the house up.
Yeah, you're done.
You gotta walk away as the house blows up behind you. The
Like an
whole
action
apartment
movie.
building. Yeah.
You just
Everything
gotta go.
has to go.
Ugh.
Oh, that's disgusting. Just gross myself out, man.
I know.
What's going on in the streets, Maya? We got Maya behind the scenes today. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, everybody. We have parenting tech news.
Okay.
There is a new company called Lovo Eternity, and they can make an AI version of you to carry on chats, even video chats with your family after you die. Are you going to get this for your kids should the worst happen?
I feel like
Is it a whole person or like just like a little screen?
It's a little screen, and then they can do texts and stuff like that. So it's not like
And these are pre-recorded stuff that you've already done?
you're going to send them a packet of all the information
Uh-huh.
that you want, and they're going to turn that and put that into an algorithm, make an AI program. So they would download your Instagram or, your Facebook, text messages you've sent, and then they can recreate it, respond to your kid's text as if it's you.
I mean, that don't sound too bad.
Yeah, I was thinking like creepy robot.
Yeah, creepy
You know,
robot.
like,
is
don't
different.
make another me. That's
hey,
weird.
kids, it's
Yeah.
your father.
Doing the
it's
Chuck E.
your
Cheese.
father. How was school today? But it's your face. Oh, that's tragic.
Why they eyeballs never move with the body? Like they look this way and
They
then
be
the
dead
eyeballs
behind
come
the
after.
eyes.
I'll be like,
man.
ugh.
Just- yes, you have to try harder, kids. You'd be like, oh man. But yeah, that sounds kind of cool.
That don't
You know
sound
what
that
I mean?
bad.
I mean, kind of weird though. Just sending you getting a random text from your dead spouse.
Well, people like they put messages in like teddy bears and give
Uh-huh.
it to people now. It's just an updated version of that.
But now, who's controlling that? Like, wouldn't it be weird if you're out doing spots and all of a sudden you get a text message, "Hey, don't forget to pick up milk," and you're like, "Ain't she? I thought she was." Hold up.
I've been watching you the whole time.
Yeah, but it'd freak you out a little
And
bit.
I see that you've moved on.
Yeah.
She's pretty. She's the keeper. I always wanted you to move
I
on.
hope you're wearing protection. What? Like who?
You used to do that move on me. I remember.
Yeah.
Watching the whole thing. Turn your phone down next time.
Right.
It's loud.
Yeah, that's wild though. You know,
I like the message idea. I don't know if I want
the visual.
you-
I like the idea of
well, like he said, I don't know if I want
reading
you.
stories and like singing
Yeah.
songs to the kids. I think that's nice, but
Yeah.
I don't know about the text messages. I think that gets a little weird.
And don't make up what you think I would say. Like, I think that's weird. Like I'm watching, I'm like, I would never say that.
What if it's dead on though?
Keon would be punching it up in
Typos
heaven.
and
I
all.
wouldn't have said it like that.
This is
He messed up the
Keon, man.
punchline.
I don't think it's weird. I don't get weirded out by a lot of stuff though.
But I feel like you're not actively trying to move on. I think you're gonna hold yourself back and hold the kids back a little bit.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it. You know, sometimes it just feels good to get another reminder of a loved one lost. You know, it's not that you haven't moved on. It's just like
I mean, that's
That
how
was
we do
warm.
with pictures. If you really think about it, we'd be like, and then you have a whole memory. Remember
yeah,
that time, Granny?
that moment, or like
Yeah.
a story shared, or like
Yeah.
something like. So if you get like a simple message, like that feel better. You know what I mean?
But wouldn't you be worried? Not us, but like there's some people that would take it to a whole different. Like wasn't that movie Her with?
Oh, yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix, where he falls in love with the AI,
Yeah.
with the phone, with the Siri.
I can see.
So some people would not move on and fall in love with this AI version of their dead spouse and just become that creepy dude.
Well, the spouse is a different situation. I'm looking at it more from a
kids.
parental standpoint. The spouse thing, I don't know. That could be, because I feel like with relationships like that, you kind of have to move on.
Yeah.
But with a parent's death, you don't really have to move on because
Right.
you always want to remember them anyway. It's just different with like you said, a spouse.
Right.
Because then you knew whoever you with now is going to be, hey, man,
Yeah.
you still getting texts from me?
Yeah.
That's when
let
it
me
gets
see your
a little
phone.
You in your DM still?
But
son?
yeah.
You
See
in
your
DM?
phone.
But as far as parents, there's no quota on
Yeah.
how much. But with the spouse thing, it would get a little tricky. Because I
Yeah.
remember her, and I was just like, but I can also see why he fell for her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in a situation where I was really liking a girl that we never met. So I can definitely see that happening. It was just like, man, we never met, but I'm really into her.
Right.
And so, and then when you cut it off, you're like, hey, there's a void.
Right.
Just be like, man, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, surprisingly, like, all right, I could feel that movie in a sense.
Yeah.
Even though it was weird.
Yeah.
Because people just want like any type of connection.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we're so connected to the phones and everything, so I feel like that would just be a weird crutch for some people, and they take it to a whole different level.
I mean, definitely there are going to be weirdos that would just make it weird. They abuse it
People
or
would
whatever.
make everything weird.
Yeah.
Are there restrictions on this? Like, could you be like, oh, I want her to be overtly sexual in the text?
I didn't see any restrictions. I didn't apply for it, but it did say the first step was to send them a package of the information you wanted about that person. It also didn't say that person had to be dead. So what's to say you don't send them a packet about your ex or your favorite Instagram celebrity?
Oh, now we getting weird.
See? There you go.
There it
Now
is.
we
I'm done.
getting-
I'm done. I tap out.
By the way, I
out.
tapped out once. She said you got to send in a package.
Yeah,
like, listen, I
that's just-
can't.
you're just
I don't got
collecting
time for
information.
this.
Yeah, I'm done.
Now we getting weird.
I'll stick to the teddy bear with some
Because
recording.
they gonna have me. They can have me doing and saying anything. I'm a fan of Tony Baker. I want him to.
I want Tony
involve-
Baker to send me text messages.
Man, I don't know. That's tricky right there.
Yeah.
But now initially though, I was all in on the parental side. I'm like, nothing's weird. But now, I'm like, they don't even have to be dead, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that gets creepy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's what we doing. I don't know.
No, I'm out.
Yeah. What else is going on?
I'm out. I'm done.
Okay, we have 2 new studies about smartphones. The first one says that smartphone use does not make your teenager more likely to have mental health issues. Before, everyone was saying it was making your teenager more likely to be anxious or depressed. Now they say the opposite, that it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
But the second study says that if you want to do something complicated, that you should not use your phone. Because even if you go to your phone to use the calculator, you're going to spend 20 minutes on Instagram and so forth and so on. So especially to Tony, as parents of teenagers, and to you, Eric, as a parent of a kindergartner, are you going to let your kids use their phone or have access to the phone while they're studying?
I'm already in those waters and beyond, and they both had two different approaches to academics. You know, Sincere was great grades, academic scholarship. Serene was more on the struggle to keep the grades up to par, and I can't necessarily say it's due to the phone on either side. Sincere would just get after it, like I got to do this homework, because I would watch him do it, and I'll be like, occasionally I'd be like, make it off your phone. He's like, and then they go back to it. And then same with Serene. But Serene always acted like he didn't have no homework.
Right.
And I know that game because I was that kid. In 4th grade, that's when it started for me. Nah, we ain't had no homework. I had homework.
Right.
I just wasn't doing it. And then, I almost failed 4th grade. And then 5th grade, I was back on it. Miss White wasn't playing. And I was like, all right, I'm back.
Right.
Had a great 5th grade. You know what I'm saying?
Like, if you don't do your homework, it's the hamster shavings for you.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Not
the hamster shavings.
Not the wheel.
Come on. And then 6th grade, I started falling back into the habit again. Matter of fact, 5th grade, I changed schools. So it was like I went from one school to another side of town, further south in Chicago. So I was like in 75th now. And so, that's when I had Miss Young. This teacher I always talk about on stage. And I came to her class. Her class was split between 5th and 6th graders. Right. So it was like, you sitting there looking at it. But I still had a great 5th grade. She was pumping me up. I was like, yeah. 6th grade, I was like, the struggle. And then 7th grade, I failed. Just outright. I failed 7th grade. Because Nintendo was hot. Nintendo was cracking. I just wasn't doing no homework at all. At all. And then I paid the price. And so, as far as phones go, you're right. You go to the calculator. Next thing you know, you're on Instagram, Twitter. Right. Like the phone keeps us from doing more.
Have you been? Do you limit your kids on the phones, or when they started messing with the phones, did you limit or put a time limit on them?
No, it was just sometimes it'd be like, put your phones up, and then they would, but it would just be in the moment. It wouldn't be like, all right, here's the rules. You know what I mean? Because it's not really you can say a lot. You can say to Sincere because he's getting the grades. Yeah. Once the grades are like A's, what can I say? He could have been doing coke. I'd be like, all right, man, how's that grade? I got an A in there. All right, we'll enjoy. You want some heroin? You know what I'm saying? But with Serene, it was more we was on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the homework done. What else you got to do? And taking them to tutoring programs and stuff like that. So we were more on it about the phone then, And Sincere was always more of the, into video games and watching stuff on his phone. Right. Than Serene was, just a little bit more. So it was like that dynamic.
Now, they're both teenagers. At what age? Because I got younger boys, and I'm sure, Keon, you probably had this conversation. At what age did you let them or buy them phones?
Oh, man. They were in middle school.
Middle school?
Yeah. I think it was like sixth grade maybe.
Okay.
And that way they could reach us if they needed to. Right. It wasn't like they had all the bells and whistles. It was just so we can contact them and stuff like that. So I think around then.
Okay, because see, we just had on my wife's side one of my nieces. She's 9 and just got a phone. So my son's looking at me like, she just got a phone. I was like, well, her parents love her more. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Right. That sucks for you, man.
Yeah, and it was more so we just like having to be able to reach them when we need to, like, you know what I'm saying? And so, because, back when we grew up, you was just out there. Yeah. You was out there.
But you know all your numbers by heart, though. So
you knew the numbers by heart.
I still remember my old home phone number. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know who owns it at this point, but I still remember that old phone number, like, back in the day.
I remember my mom's phone number now, but anything more than that, I remember my dad's phone number. He has the same number since the 80s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's easy work.
Yeah, but
my mom and my wife are the only numbers I memorize now. And plus, people change numbers too much these days.
Oh,
back in the day, you just kept that's your number. Right. That's it.
I only remember my number I remember my ex-wife's number because
Uh-huh.
they're super similar. It's like
Right.
1 digit difference because we got the phones at the same time.
Right.
And then my mom's home number and my dad's home number. Those are the only numbers I know.
Okay.
I don't know my son's number by heart, either one of them. I don't know my girlfriend's number. I got nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
But middle school, that's when you got them the phones.
got them the phones
It's a
around
good
there.
age.
Yeah, just so they.
But
you
yeah,
know.
he didn't have. If you don't have all the internet and on there, it's just this is just for you to call.
Just for
me.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
There
I'm
was
okay
no
with that,
bells
yeah.
and whistles.
Yeah.
But
Initially.
the other stuff you don't need all.
Yeah,
that.
because
I
last
don't want you
year,
on the web like
last
that.
year my mother-in-law was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy them mini iPads." I was like, "No, you're not."
Yeah.
My
they're
mom bought
5
both
and
of them.
yeah. See,
But they just got him back. We took him away for like a month just to see. Well, it happened when I was gone, and Cotty snapped. I don't know what they did.
Right.
She was like, "Their iPads are gone." I said, "All right." I felt like I was in trouble.
You
I was like,
don't even
"Okay,
ask
that's-
questions.
That's fine.
She
Okay.
told you their iPads are gone.
Yeah, she was like,
I
"They're
don't want to
gone." I was
discuss
like-
it any
I was like,
further
okay.
than
I was
this.
like, all
You
right.
heard what I
Yeah.
said.
And then we just never gave him back.
Right.
And it ain't like they missed him or anything.
Yeah.
Like mine are not crazy with. Like I always said, if it's a problem, then we take stuff away, give it back. They
Yeah.
just be like, all right, I'll do something else. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
See, my
care.
oldest one, he uses the phone only because so he loves Legos, so we bought him all these Lego sets. So he doesn't have the
Yes.
instruction manual, so he'll go,
Lego.
"Hey, can I get your phone? Because I need to look up how to build this set." And he'll, you know.
Okay.
So it's not like he just goes into these wormholes of like YouTube or games or anything. And then my mother-in-law was just in town, and the little one, like she just did here you go. And now
Yeah.
he's just like, "Can I play with your phone?" And he's 3. I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
Mhm.
stop it."
They know how to work it, but the taking it away is
Oh,
not,
yeah.
not an issue like,
Yeah.
at all. We be like, all right, that's it. They be like, all right, and then they just go play.
Yeah, they go play something
toys
else.
or do
Yeah.
something else. Like they don't really. I'll get it.
If I would have had a full phone like I have now back in elementary school, I would have failed even more.
Your 5th grade would have been.
I'd have failed
wash.
everything, man. 3rd, 4th, 8th,
Yeah.
everything would have got failed. I'd still be in elementary school right now.
Sitting in Hampton
42
shavings with your
years
phone.
old,
In
Ninth
shavings.
grade.
Still
They'd
on
be
the
like,
wheel.
Anthony, pay attention. Oh, for sure.
That
So,
wasn't my thing. I mean, we had the PlayStation, Sega, Nintendo, Game Boys, but
Right.
if I'm going outside.
Man, we get it, man. You was athletic.
If
You was
outside
outside.
was an
the
option.
girls was liking you. We get it.
I'm going outside.
Nah,
Mario Brothers was life.
Yeah, I had Nintendo. I had Sega. My mom would take it away if the grade slipped a little and
My
hide
mom
it.
found out too late about the grade slip. See, I kept it
Ah.
under wraps. I was like, yeah,
How? How
I'm
did that
killing
happen?
it in the game.
I've always wondered how that happens.
Because they were trusting us to take the progress report home with no signature necessary.
Right.
So it was just like, and then so I was like, I was
Uh-huh.
coasting. And then once she had that parent teacher conference towards the end, and then she came back, because I was thinking like maybe I'm all right. Maybe my grades aren't as bad as I'm thinking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then she came back home was like, "You're failing. You're not gonna pass." She was hot, and then she left. She just left the house for hours.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. To this day, I don't know where she went.
She went to
She's
stock
just
up
like,
on Hampshire shavings.
You're not gonna. But she was hot, and I remember I was sitting at the kitchen table, and I was just like, I sat at the kitchen table for about an hour and a half, didn't move, and then she didn't come home for hours, and I was like,
No whooping, nothing. She
no,
just
she didn't
walked
put a
out.
hand on me.
Your mom was like an action hero. Just
Man.
She left to cool
It
down.
was
She was gonna tell him.
intense. I was like, so it's real. I
Yeah.
really was not doing the work,
Yeah.
and then. But I graduated on time because
Okay.
I went to summer school and
right.
busted my ass piece. But
That was my goal, to never go to summer school.
oh,
I used to look at summer school kids like just lose, like you
I had to go to
wasted
summer
your
school twice.
because you messed around.
Yeah.
Farted around.
Summer school.
I farted around again in high school.
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact, the year OJ did what he did, the white Bronco, I was in summer school that summer because I remember driving home and hearing about it on the radio. 'cause I was
Okay.
coming from
I
class.
thought you were about to blame OJ for yourself.
No, because OJ,
You
he
remember
had me
OJ?
distracted. I wasn't
Yeah.
doing the homework. My math grades were slipping. I was thinking about the number
following
of
the
stabbings.
trial. I wasn't
Yeah,
doing.
you
I
know.
wasn't doing no homework.
But I remember that summer I was in summer school.
Uh-huh.
Then,
Disgust me.
man, because I was 94, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and then I graduated the next
Uh-huh.
year. So I made it out of everything on time. I graduated.
Okay.
Got the diploma. You know what I'm saying? You just had to hold me over the fire for me to
Right.
get right sometimes.
So
I
now
don't- I
you
don't-
got one of each. Now one you don't have to hold over the fire, and the other one you got to stay on top of.
Exactly.
I don't know if you blame the phones though, because like if you just a distracted person, like we didn't have phones, And I was still, when it came to homework, I just found myself staring at the ceiling, thinking about something, messing around. You're going to find something else
I
to do
wasn't into the work.
in your homework. Yeah, I didn't want to do it.
I didn't
Yeah.
care
I was
about
the same way.
English.
I hated the repetition of it.
Math.
Like, once you taught me it, I got it. Let's go.
Man,
I'm gonna do it
I
1,000
didn't care.
times.
There were only a few classes that I was really like into.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And so even through college, I'm forcing myself to be into this stuff that we have to take.
Right.
And I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
Math?
Yeah.
A over B, C, I ain't never using this shit, man.
Never.
Excuse me, K. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why do I have to know this?
Yeah.
When
I
am
got
I
into it.
applying it?
I got into an argument with my algebra teacher, algebra 2, over that. She was, because I just wasn't doing the work.
Yeah.
She's like, "You're gonna need this." I was like, "When? When am I gonna need this?
Right.
When? Like, why do I need this? Like the stuff you're talking about?
Those
Like, when am I
formulas,
gonna
we
need
got
this?"
Yeah.
the parentheses.
So
What's
she was
outside
like,
of the
"What if one
parentheses?
day you want a
Oh,
garden?" I said, "I'm gonna hire Mexicans. Like, that, like, what do you? We live in California. What do you think?
Right.
We have a garden now. My wife does it. She's not using math. She's like, "Oh, this is like a good spot. I'm gonna plant some stuff."
Right.
Like, she's like, "Well, what if you need to build? Do I look like I'm gonna build anything?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Right.
not. Like, I don't need any of this. And they're not even using that. Like,
Yeah.
Like when what's that? We have to find a linear equations. Why are we doing that?
Right.
What is that for? When have you ever used that in life?
Yeah. I failed one class in high school, biology, and it was one of the, like, you needed 3 science classes to graduate.
Mhm.
And I failed bio, and I went to my counselor. She's like, "Do you want to take bio again?" I was like, "No, let's move on to the next one." I did chemistry. I passed physics. Because
You passed physics?
Physics
You
was just
passed
math. It was just
physics?
formulas. It was like, you just got to plug in
I
which
couldn't.
formula to
Oh,
use.
I failed physics in college.
No, and
Tough.
then senior year, she's like, "You need this 3rd science. What are we doing here? You gonna do bio again?" I was like, "I'm never gonna use, but I don't care about atoms and the smaller particles."
But that matters more than algebra.
No, and then finally she was like, "Well, there's earth science." I was like, "Sign me up.
Yeah.
It's just rocks. I could do
Oh,
that."
that's boring.
It is, but it was
Rocks is
easier than
so
having
boring.
to learn. The
Yeah.
mitochondria. And
How was you able to pass
how'd you just knock
chemistry
out
and physics?
Yeah.
Because it made sense to me. It was mathematical and formulas
Some
for me.
people just get mad.
Yeah.
I don't.
So it was just plugging stuff in, like, "Oh, I need this formula." Boom.
No. I only
After-
passed
after
physics because my coach
division-
is a teacher.
I was out of here.
He just, "All right, Keon. You got it."
Every basketball player in the school took physics
Uh-huh.
because the varsity basketball coach was a physics teacher.
That's hilarious.
And we took it as early as I took it in 10th grade.
Wow.
Because I
Physics
was like,
is
that's the only way
hard,
I'm going to
man.
pass.
It was just formulas.
Oh, I don't like formulas. That's my
Okay.
thing. Like chemistry and physics. I failed chemistry twice.
I didn't even
Uh-huh.
take it because I knew I would fail. So I was
Man.
like, what's the point of this?
Yeah.
I can't do formulas.
Yeah.
And so it was just like after division, I struggled mathematically.
That's when you
Once
would
we
do-
hit fractions, fractions
It's over.
came in and ruined my life.
Yeah.
man. They
Now
came
that
in
I do
there.
need, but oh well.
For what?
Well, for cooking, but I'm black. We just figure it out. We just like black man. We don't measure stuff. We
Yeah.
just like
You don't need
There's
fractions.
enough salt.
You don't need fractions.
I mean, I respect math, and like if you're an architect, you need to know it. If
Right.
you're in the if you work at NASA, okay, you
Yeah.
gotta calculate where the telescope is gonna land.
Right.
I get it. I respect it. But like for me, in my life path, I know I won't need that complicated math.
Right.
I need what's my percentage of the door for this comedy show. You know
There
what
you
I'm saying?
go.
How much
How do
do
I
I have
count
to
my
pay a
money?
manager and agent?
Yeah.
What percentage
What
are
percentage
they
they
getting?
taking?
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? How much should I charge per shirt if it costs me this much to
Yeah.
make?
Right.
That kind of math, because it makes sense.
And that's simple math.
Yeah.
And
It's
I said
simple.
that back then in class. She was like, "What if you in the store?" I was like, first of all, we have machines. All I need to know
Yeah.
is count my money and manage
Now
my
there's
money."
Apple Pay. I don't even have to pull out money.
Just the phone.
I gotta defend math here.
Oh,
Uh oh.
I
Here we go.
have to. I know it on camera, but if you, I know. But if you are having an account which accrues interest, you need to know if you want yearly interest or quarterly interest.
okay. I'll give you interest rates.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you interest rates because they're gonna come back to bite you in the ass.
But that's
if you
still
don't know what
simple
it looks
math,
like. It's
though.
still simple.
It's not.
That's not the
hard-
complicated
hard
math.
Well, here
To come up with the interest rate is probably hard, but to find out what it means
Yeah.
long term,
It's a formula, and you have to figure out. Like,
There ain't no letters in that. When it comes to letters math, they can kiss my ass.
Ready? This is what I do. I
Is
turn
it
to my wife,
parentheses in
who's got a CPA, and I go, "Babe, take care of that." That's it.
Handle it.
She's the accountant.
she gets
Babe,
mad.
go ahead, you got it. Do
Man.
you?
She's bleeding you dry behind your back. Eric has no idea.
They're gonna
She's
do a
taking everything.
behind the comedy.
I just need
Eric
math
lost everything.
for counting up like
Yeah.
after
Don't
Uno
put
game
letters in
or
my
game
math.
of chicken foot when you
Yeah.
adding up your points. Boom.
Student loans and credit cards, they accrue different interest depending
Oh,
on
yeah.
what and
That's
how
facts.
much your retirement account is.
But that's still regular. There's no letters. I'm
That's
just
advanced
against
math.
letters in my math.
Okay.
Don't put letters in my math.
Don't put letters in my
Just
math.
don't put letters in my math.
Let that be a lesson. Don't put letters
No.
in my math. It's his
Hashtag
debut
no letters.
album from Keon Polee.
While I'm on the album confused.
Ah, that's funny, man.
How do you feel about math?
Goldfish.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta get out of here soon, guys. I didn't know how to break that to y'all.
Oh yeah, you gotta fly out.
No, I got an audition.
Oh.
No, there's no all. It's just y'all
Do you
know
wanna
how
do one?
auditions go.
I know.
One question?
Sure.
Okay. Brian Dilmer asks, what is the proper punishment for bad grades?
Hamster shavings. That's just
Rat traps.
Yeah,
just
just-
throw them on.
duh.
Rap traps are fun, man. Until y'all do it, don't knock it until you play it. First of all,
Wait, how old we talking? Because I think that changes with the punishment. If it's like if he's in first grade and he failed coloring, I'm not gonna come down on him hard. But
coloring.
if he's in high school and he's failed,
It really depends on what's going on. What's causing the grades to be bad? Are you paying attention in class? Are you on your phone too much? Are you playing too many games? Are you outside too much? Are you focused too much on sports? So you got those dynamics to contend with to see, if they're causing any distraction on the grades.
That's
and it's
factual.
like, or are you hanging out with your friends too much? And then, so you gotta identify the root of the grade slippage and then take that away.
Yeah, because some people be really trying, tutors and all, and I
Yeah.
just don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get. You're not in trouble
Right.
for that.
Yeah.
Like if you just I was trying when it came to the science and stuff. I
Right.
don't get it. English, history. If I was failing, just because I wasn't paying attention,
Right.
or I was farting it off. But the math and stuff, I was just like, yo,
Math, I tried.
I'm trying. I took Algebra 2 twice.
Right.
Tutors and all that. I was like, I'm not getting this.
Right,
I
right.
put
Just-
the work in. I had a tutor. I busted my ass in one math class I had to take, and I ended up with a C.
I got
so
a C
passed
minus.
it, but I
Yeah.
busted my.
Yeah.
I was in the math center tough,
yeah.
and it still was. Man, my nose was bleeding. I was like, I'm gonna get this. Nose droplets on the
Yeah.
Scantron. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah. It
Tony, what's
depends.
this on the paper?
just hamster cage shaving juice.
Yeah, I think every kid has their own strengths and weaknesses, artistically or mathematically. Like it really all depends on what the kid, like Tony
Right.
said, find the root of the problem and try to backtrack it from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if I know you good at somewhere, you can
Yeah.
do it. And then I'm like,
Which is funny to hear us say this because I remember my parents were just like, "All right, get the belt." It's like there was no conversation of
No, my dad.
what's happening.
He
You
gave
okay?
me a break on the science.
Yeah.
He was like, just pull a C
Yeah.
on the science and math. Just
No.
pull.
My mom was like, "You gotta get A's,
Yeah.
no matter what." And then she would compare me to other kids in the class.
Oh, the comparison.
But it was always fun because she'd always find the other ethnic kids in the class. Like,
Mm.
look at this Anush. He got
Anoush.
yeah, he got
There was always an
A's.
Anush.
And I'm like, he's Indian. That's a different. Why don't you compare me to the other kids?
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
like,
pressure, man.
yeah.
I also want to plug Life's a Joke real quick. Podcast with Sabrina and Cotty.
Oh yeah.
And make sure y'all tune in to Life's a Joke. Where can they find it? On Sabrina the Plug's YouTube. So pull up. And they be talking about us on there.
They do negatively.
So y'all can see the other side of the game. You know what I'm saying? What we say.
I felt the pain in your voice. Kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sabrina be doing this
Sabrina be
again.
on my team. Sabrina be building me up. Cotty be taking
Cotty
shots,
be
talking about
bashing?
my toilet issues. Now I don't take the phone in the bathroom no more because
Oh,
I've been embarrassed.
wow.
So I don't even take my phone in the bathroom anymore. I just don't. I'm like, see, I told you sometimes it's just hard in there. It's not the phone. She's like, he be in there on his phone. I'm like, nah, just sometimes I didn't have enough water that day.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
She's beating me at home.
But anyway, Life's a Joke, man. Make sure y'all check that out, man. Thank you for pulling up.
Oh no,
We're
thanks.
going
for
to have
having
you
me.
back.
Yeah.
I know he been hitting me for a while.
Yeah,
I'm like,
we're going to have you back.
All right,
We're going to have you back.
let's do it.
And,
I
that's
need
how
to
we
hear
do
more
it.
about these hamster shavings and rat
Hamster
traps.
shavings,
I
man.
got.
I led an interesting life, man.
I know you
My
have.
life is My life is not really a movie. It's definitely a paid cable sitcom.
Or a Lifetime movie.
Not really Lifetime.
No.
I didn't get kidnapped. My mom wasn't brutally raped.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Or a killer wasn't stalking her. So it's not really Lifetime material, but it's definitely on something.
There we go.
FX maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Mine would be a comedy on ABC. My family.
Yeah,
liked growing up.
wholesome, good times. Huh?
No, not so much, but it was just like it was a lot of goofies.
Yeah.
Just even the bad stuff was just goofy.
I feel like I need that cable.
Yeah.
Just because it'll be, you know.
Yeah, your mom walking out for hours, that's cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Need the FX.
That little moment right there could be Lifetime.
Yeah.
Where did she go? And then, you know, I don't know. Anyway, follow me at Tony Baker Comedy on everything. That's where you can find me, Keon.
At Keon Polee and everything. Website, KeonPolee.com.
Yeah. And remember, if you have any questions for us to tackle on the show, ask us on the YouTube page under the episode, and we'll tackle them.
Eric, where
on
can
the
they find you
show.
at?
Erik Rivera Comedy on everything. ERIK Rivera. If you can't spell that, I can't
You
help
got to
you.
clarify the case.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And then erikrivera.com website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
good
wanna say
old
bye?
website.
All right.
He was chopping
Knocked
it up
that out.
today.
Yeah, he was on today.
Yeah, he was on today. He
Gave
was
sound
like,
effects and everything.
Yeah, I was worried about him in the beginning because he was crying, but he was like, I'm back, y'all. On
You had
the
to get
FM
it out.
dial. Yeah. He was like, good morning, Vietnam after that. Anyway, y'all.
This-
Until next time,
This
we
was
out
his
here.
flu game.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it through. Full of Jordan.